Here are some customer spottings from Tito's Tacos that we'll read into ScanUS. Our Excel sheet has a key, latitude and longitude, a store number, the number of households in the spotting, which is 1, and the amount spent for each household, which is, as you can see, modeled. So we'll close this file, and you can see here that we have import map layers, and it has the key, the latitude, longitude, and you can step through the file and see the figures that are in there. But notice here that the total spent is not a count variable but a stat, and it's not really a statistic. It should be a straight number, so we'll change the property class of that from a stat variable, and here are the different options that you can choose, and it's going to be a count variable, and apply that, and now we can see that it's correct, so we'll import that value. And here are the different customer spottings. Now this is a pretty good map. We can see the distribution, but suppose we want to know the exact amount that are in this area between the river and this unpopulated area up here. So let's just go out and say, and add a polygon to this, and this is the area of interest for these 4 stores, and we'll just quickly draw a polygon around this area so that we can be interested in it. So here's our polygon in the area of interest, and this auto saves it. And this is great. It has the demographic variables for this auto aggregated, and we can look at the demographics for this by looking at the demographic profile, 230,000 people there. But what about the number of customer spottings that we've got? In order to get these in, what we have to do is choose data from other layers. And we're going to do this twice, once for the polygon and once for the underlying grids when we do our thematic map. And if we do data from other layers, the layer that we're choosing here, and you can see that it's already added in the microgrid layers, is we are looking for a coastal, adjacent coastal for Tito's stores. And this is an intimidating looking dialog, but actually it's all readout. So you just click this and it adds in the data list, which is those numbers and the counts. And if we say OK, and then go down to the new adjacent coastal Tito's 4 stores and choose Quick Look, you can see that this has added up our 1,531 customer spottings, and they've spent a total of $102,000. So that gives us a way to aggregate from a point layer into a polygon layer that you have loaded in. Now let's take another step and do basically the same thing and change to the microgrid layer and say data from other layers, and once again we'll choose adjacent coastal Tito's 4 stores, and we'll add our imported points data into the microgrid layer, and we'll go to the map layers and turn off our polygon area, and we'll turn off our dots and make our microgrids the current layer. And now we can quickly do a classify by value, and on the microgrids, all objects in map. And look here, we have the possibility of choosing a data variable from our imported list, and we can choose either the number of households or the total spent. And so let's just get a straight up distribution of the number of households and choose grids that have 1 to 8, 8 to 15, 15 to 27, click Assign, and there you can see the density of households from the customer spottings that fall into this area here, this residential area here, this more highly populated area here, downtown area, and this residential area here, which also has a lot of taco customers. So that's how you can use data from other layers to do two kinds of things. To populate a polygon that you have drawn on the map and know how that adds up, and that works for a ring or a drive time as well as a drawn polygon, and also to make a thematic map using microgrids that you have populated from the data that you have imported.